Coming up today, it's all about customizing everything from food, your home, to even the kitchen sink.
And Joni, we're sure gonna mix it up.
Welcome to Design Your Life.
Style with Barry and Joni.
I'm Joni Michaels.
And I'm Barry Lance.
And today we're customizing everything about your home and your lifestyle. As a matter of fact, our good friend Jeff Gobby has some great tips on how to stylize your own personal home office.
Yes, and we're going to style a lot of things today, but we're in this beautiful home by Beckley Building Group in this gorgeous customized kitchen.
Yeah, Mike Rucchio has done a fabulous job with that. As a matter of fact, he doesn't know it yet, but we've kind of invaded his home.
We're moving here.
Yeah, we're moving here. We're gonna get a tour of that. But you know, Barry, talking about building and customizing, we've known each other for at least, okay, we'll say a decade. We've worked together. We've had so much fun together.
Yeah, and who knew? Who knew that we would be standing in our own show?
Well, you did.
Well, I kind of did. We had lunch, and with all of your background in television and my little background in television.
Oh, he's being modest. You've done several awesome, amazing style segments on HGTV. But the bottom line is, here we are.
Here we are.
Styling and having fun.
Styling and having fun in this beautiful kitchen. And, you know, we thought we'd have our own show, but little did we know we'd have our own chef.
Well,
who gets that?
I don't know if we can call him our own chef, but he's certainly one of Indy's premier chefs. And we're talking about Chef Ryan Nelson of Late Harvest Kitchen. Good to see you again. Always good to see you. I had dinner there a few weeks ago. It's always so good.
Thank you.
So we've been talking about, you know, customizing and building. What do you go through when you're thinking about building a menu?
Well, today I thought, being in this beautiful home in this fantastic kitchen, I thought we'd do something kind of luxurious, like lobster.
What a pretty color.
Yeah, he knows how to put the sizzle on things for sure.
Right.
So I'm dredging them in a little bit of flour, and we're going to sear those off. Kind of a different take on lobster, rather than just steaming it and, you know, serving it with lemon, but actually making it a whole dish.
Well, and that's the cool thing. I mean, you specialize in American cuisine, but you always put your own little twist on things.
We sure do. We talk about our food being contemporary comfort food. So it's basically taking familiar dishes and kind of making them new again.
And so what spice-wise, what are you doing to kind of punch it up?
I've got some jalapenos.
Yeah, Barry.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Some garlic, a little bit of white wine, some shallots. I've also got a pork belly dish I'm gonna get started as well.
Okay, now, who doesn't like pork belly?
Right.
Barry, he's talking our language.
Talking our language. And, you know, I just have to say, as a designer, look at the color of the lobster.
I know, it's
beautiful.
absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. And your style at your restaurant, Ryan, as a designer, the interior is great. The exterior is just, it's beautiful. The lighting and the food. And that makes all the food taste better. I'm just kidding.
I think people like to sit in a nice room.
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
They
Well,
do.
you've got the wood and the brick design is so great. And we want to maybe step over here a minute and talk a little bit about plating, of course, the food. If you want, if you want a little help, we can help you.
Yeah, tell us what we can do to help you. Anything?
I think just, you know, take it easy and just watch. I'm just waiting on it right now.
Yeah. And of course, outdoor seating is always a great thing when you're at Late Harvest Kitchen, isn't it?
It is. We're anxious for winter to be over and open our patio again.
But even in the winter at your restaurant, to sit inside where it's warm and look out, it's still pretty. It's just beautiful. The lighting is so pretty.
So everybody, Chef Ryan Nelson of Late Harvest Kitchen, visit them. They're near Keystone at the Crossing. Can we eat now?
Almost.
Woo!
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Is it possible to get that sophisticated bi-coastal feeling right here in the heart of the Midwest? Yes, it is. We're in a Mike Rucchio Beckley Building Group home. Barry, we've already cooked here. We've done a little styling, and now we're, of course, with the man, Mike Rucchio. Beautiful home.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's so great, Mike? You gave it that bi-coastal look, kept the sophistication without going all the way to the cottage.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we try to do. We try to break the norm a little bit. We are right here in the Midwest, in Fishers, Indiana, out in a neighborhood called Brooks Park. And this home, we use a lot of Carrara marble in the kitchen as well as the bathrooms. kept it light, the light gray tones, the white tones, a very neutral palette as you would use in your world.
Yeah, and I mentioned to Mike, anybody could come to this home and have interest in it because it hasn't been overly decorated. I mean, I could come here and make it even seem more bi-coastal. Joni could come here and make it seem, I don't know, a little arts and crafts. And so what I really like about what you do with your homes is you don't over-design them.
Right.
So somebody can come in and put their own personal opinion and their personal character on it.
Right, because it's, I'm not going to be living here. So if it's all me, that's great if I'm going to move in, but it's for you, or the consumer.
And what I found interesting, we were upstairs earlier in the master bedroom, and you pointed out the fact that your wife actually inspired the way that you laid that bedroom out.
Yeah, absolutely. The bedroom itself has the master bedroom, a sitting area, and then a master bath. So if you're on two different schedules, like my wife and I always are, you can leave the bedroom in the morning, go into the sitting room, there's a coffee bar, a TV in there, you can watch the news, whatever, go into the bathroom, do whatever you need to do in there, and leave and go to work or wherever you're going in the morning without re-entering the bedroom and waking up.
It's like a fine hotel.
Right.
It's like going to a fine hotel.
Great lifestyle planning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And since we mentioned the bi-coastal feel look, Chef Nelson left some lobster and also some pork belly.
It looks wonderful.
Yeah, so you know what? I think we should jump in here, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
You have a bib. One of the most common asked questions of me, the interior designer, from my clients is, Barry, I need an arrangement for my table, but I don't want to do flowers. What can I do? Well, if you have cake stands, and everybody should, buy them in different sizes, different textures, and use them as a platform to do things with. And then I just grabbed some things out of the refrigerator here that you could put on the cake stands and do a beautiful arrangement or centerpiece for the center of the table with no flowers. So what you do is just start piling up your cake stands high. Then you go to the refrigerator and you lay in some grapes. And you spread that around like that, and then you lay in some apples and some oranges. And you just space all of these things around. You get some candy. Be sure you get lots of color, things with lots of colors, especially strawberries. And you can even use the top of the cake stand for napkins. You can use it for drinks. And all at once, just by building with your cake stands, you have this wonderful centerpiece for the center of the table that is edible and no flowers. So, lesson 101, buy cake stands. Come back, I have some more ideas for you coming up. The home office is changing, and we're here with style expert, my friend Jeff Godby from Godby
Barry.
Home Furnishings. Tell me about this.
Well, I tell you what, it really is changing. Furniture kind of follows technology in a way. It's changing. This is kind of the old traditional home office with a hutch. We call this a homework desk. You have the parent could be sitting over here, the child over here doing homework, and really kind of doing the traditional thing that they used to do with home office.
And
that
libraries
being said,
and studies
libraries,
like that.
big giant
Right.
things. That is really changing. Furniture follows technology.
Right.
And that's really going on right now.
Well, this works for Joni and I because we have been sharing a desk and she's driving me crazy. But you know what? Look
I
what she's
already found one I like,
Yeah.
leopard print.
Leopard print chair and a smaller desk. Pretty girl, pretty chair, right?
There
He's
you
my
go.
TV husband, he has to say that, but let me check it out.
This is perfect for a smaller area like the bedroom or even a nook off the kitchen, something like that. It really fits what you want to do with office.
And you know why I like it? Because it's so sleek, it's not cluttered, because I have enough stuff going on up here. I need cleanliness.
Sure.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
that being said, I think home office is really evolving into something like this over here. It's kind of a combination of the two. You can plug in your iPhone, your iPod, everything like that. Your USB ports are right here. You can still get a printer, you can still get your laptop and everything you need, but in a nice compact area right here in
And
a
Jeff,
home
it
office.
almost has that, and don't you think, Barry, it almost has that antique feel to
Kind
it.
of a mission style.
It is a mission
it's
with the
pretty-
smaller legs and the handles here. It's a real clean looking mission feel.
Well, let's get this for you to work on.
Okay.
I still like that.
Right?
And we'll all sit
We've
down
got
to
it
a
all.
desk and we'll do it all together.
So for your office style, check out Godby style.
Godby style.
Godby style.
Are you over beige, neutral flooring and carpeting? Well, Adam Nisley, our good friend and style pro from Adams Flooring, is here with the remedy. Okay, Barry, I know you're so over.
I am so
Boring,
sick of off-white
gray,
carpet. Come on.
beige.
Why don't we do something with more color? And you brought some for us.
Actually,
I'm so glad.
how do we pump up the fifth wall? How do we
Well,
put a little punch
I
to
actually
that?
brought some real color for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
This is what we're
whoa.
talking about. This is what we're talking
That's
about.
my
Aren't
Barbie
you, Adam?
dream
I mean,
house color.
everybody sells off-white carpet.
Everybody does.
But if you
and
want
that's
a
kind of the
custom
go-to.
look-
Exactly. We can do this in the kids' bedrooms. We can do this in an office area.
Or a
you know, home
sunroom.
office.
Or, you know, you could
Sunroom.
do, there's nothing wrong with a lavender bedroom.
Right.
You can do lavender if you want.
There
Come
you
on.
go.
But
Perfect.
the off-white thing, I'm sort of tired of it. And I think a lot of designers are too. Designers that go to see you can walk in and they can say, show me color. This is one of many things. that
And it
you can
adds
show.
an excellent dimension to the fifth wall, your floor.
The fifth wall.
Are you noticing, is the trend coming back though, putting a little bit more color in?
Oh, of
into-
course, yeah. You know, not just, I mean, it's going away from the off-whites and the tans, and we're going to more of the greens and the grays and the blues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, add a little bit of color because you can add a throw pillow into the mix and really change up the design of your room.
Well, why not commit to color, Joni, right?
That's right. If you want to put a little color into your flooring and of course, you know, the best for your feet, go visit our good friend from Adams Flooring. If you're in the market for a new home, chances are you've already got that budget set. But do you know how to prioritize? We're with Style Pro Mike Rocchio of the Beckley Building Group.
Mike, help me prioritize what I want. Help us with our needs and wants.
Yeah, what you're going to want to do is go on the needs first. You're going to have three basic needs. You're going to have the size of the home, the layout of the home, and the essential rooms in the home. So size of the home, you know, 5,000 square feet, 6,000 square feet. Structural things that you can't change later. Like these ceiling heights that are an 18-foot ceiling, you're not going to change that later.
No, so we need to decide that now.
Yeah, the big things first, like a fireplace,
Yeah,
right?
the fireplace should be decided now. Maybe the built-ins can come later. You can go back and do that later, right?
Absolutely. Those are the easy things to do later. And countertops or plumbing fixtures are nice things to change later. Big major things that won't cause a major cost or inconvenience to your life once you live in the home.
Now, what's your philosophy on the mechanics of the home?
Mechanics of the home, that's another place you'd like to put money in. HVAC systems, if you want to do multiple zones or you want to do speakers in the home, you can put that in. You may not have to do the whole system, but pre-wire for it, so later you can come in. It's very easy to put in the system you want.
So needs and wants, you're going to help us through that situation.
You know what, Mike, Barry? You know what I found out? I have a lot of wants.
Anyone that knows me well knows that I love picture frames and family photos. And people ask me, well, I want to put a lot of frames out, but I think that they become boring. Well, what you have to do is do an assortment of frames. Some would be jeweling, some with mirrors, some with enamel, some that are painted and lacquered. And always, always, the trick to this is to cluster your pictures and to do a graduation of sizes. You can start at the back and you do a nice backdrop, and you can layer over each picture frame as you go forward, all the way to the front being, a shorter piece. Now, picture frames are great on a mantle, they're great on a piano, they're great on a dresser, they're great on an end table. If you're not sure about your accessorizing and what you need to do, this is the answer for all of those places. Pull out beautiful photos. I have 5 generations of photos right here. Pull out the blacks and whites, pull out more relevant and more recent photographs and cluster them together and tell a story. Nothing says more about an interior than its own personal character. So, you know, this is just one of the tips, our Style This tips that we're going to be bringing you on Design Your Life, Style with Barry and Joni. Are you ready to sell your house? Our Style Pro, Deborah Dorman, is here with us, and you're going to talk to us about how to prepare your house for sale. It's really important, right?
Absolutely, Barry. And people like you make it so much easier. And I love it because you're a designer, you're a stager. But more than important is maintain your house before it starts, before the process starts. After that, if it's all been maintained, declutter that house. Make sure you've got it ready to move. You're already out the door already. Now, after that, bring in a stager. A stager can make it look just like a model home. I have another very good tip that I'd like to share as well. Of the front door, make sure that front door is perfect. It's painted or stained, and the landscaping on the exterior is in immaculate condition because
curb
it
appeal,
welcomes you,
right? I
you want to be welcome to the house and drawn into the house, and you want to see what's inside. But if outside isn't good, you don't even want to step in.
Exactly.
you know what? Every time I walk into a house, I know exactly what it's going to look like just because of the
From
front
the
door.
outside.
And you've got another fabulous Deb's home style pick to share with us.
I
don't you?
do. Today I have a great pick. Downtown Indianapolis, North Street, right off of Mass Avenue. It's in a fabulous little gated area. The reason I picked that is because it's been completely renovated, it's all new, and it's just right within walking distance of the downtown Indianapolis, which is probably one of the best places you could be.
The best places, our best Style Pro.
Deborah
Deborah
Dorman
Dorman.
of Sotheby's.
Thank you.
We're with our mortgage style pros, Rhonda and Mark Kuchik of Access National Mortgage. Always good to have you guys stop by and see us.
Always good to be here. Thank
Good
you.
to see you both. I have a real quick question. I had a friend who went online to apply for a mortgage, and everything that comes with that. Why would anybody do that online instead of talking to you personally?
You know, Barry, that's a great question. I think a lot of people have the misunderstanding, I guess, that they go online thinking they're going to save money, when in most cases they don't.
Saving money can sometimes cost you money with big surprises because, you know, in talking with you with your personal flair and style and networking with the client, there are no surprises at the end.
No, not at all. And we're accessible. That's huge because we can sit down face to face and really understand what our clients' needs are, what their goals are, and make sure they're putting themselves into the right mortgage program. We know the local nuances. There's a lot to coordinate on every mortgage transaction, so we have the upper hand on that in a sense, and most importantly, the accountability. We're held accountable.
And and when you're spending that kind of money, I want to see who I'm dealing with.
I want to talk to Rhonda.
Well,
Rhonda.
yeah.
So
Well, and let
that-
me add, the accountability piece
Right.
is huge because we're working with local realtors, local title companies, and that's where a lot of our referral business comes from. So in every transaction, we're serving two clients, right? We're serving the buyer and we're serving the realtor because both are going to give us referrals down the line.
And with that history of personal service that you provide and being accessible, it's terrific.
Well, 116th and Keystone, you can visit Rhonda and Mark Kuchik. They've always got great advice and always good to see you guys.
Thank you much.
Thanks. We're here with Rob Klein of Conceptual Kitchens. Not just kitchens, because Rob, you can do custom cabinets in the closet, which are beautiful. And would you put this in there? What is it?
Well, this is a watch winder, and this is something that we can definitely integrate into the closet because they're very personal. So this is something for the men, to keep their watches all wound and current.
Now wait, something for the men, but what about the ladies?
You know, the ladies, obviously shoes are important. We got to have lots of shoe storage. And then also I think glass storage for, everything behind glass doors so that you can see what you're wearing, but also it keeps the dust off your clothes.
Because don't you find that especially the master closet is becoming like a second room to the bedroom? You want it to be lush and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Display your things, your handbags, your shoes, your watches. and do a
Absolutely.
complete custom look, which you're so good at doing.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do almost anything in the closet, and you want to be able to see everything. So I think, you know, knowing what you want to see when you walk in there is important.
Even security, you can put security in the closet now.
That's a very good point, because that's one of those areas that is susceptible.
Yeah. Cameras in the closet, safes, watch winders. It's all about customizing and building your own dream closet, right,
And if I
Rob?
want my Jessica Parker dream closet, I'll come and see you, Rob.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
If she's there, I'm going to.
Thanks so much, Rob.
Thank you.
Countertops don't have to be flat and boring. You can get a little edgy with them. We're with Rob Santa Rosa, one of our style pros. He's always got the most fabulous tips.
Great ideas, Rob. How do we get more edgy with our countertop layovers? Like, could you tell us about this right here?
Yes, this is a marble that we built up the edge, made it look thicker.
So when you build up, you can take 2 slabs of marble or stone to get that thicker look, right?
That's correct.
And then all of these edges can come in different styles, whether you're more contemporary or whether you're more traditional and so forth.
Yes, it does. It's very versatile. If you want to go with a contemporary look or very traditional, transitional, building up edges is a good way to do it.
This is a very interesting piece. A lot of texture to it. Where would you use something like this?
This is a good wall application. It's a stone that's been carved out into a pattern, and in a kitchen or in a bath
In the
or
bathroom or a
stairwell.
backsplash. And then a lot of people, I understand, are taking granite and going up the backsplash with that. So it becomes really a work of art, and you can pattern the movement of the veining of the stone and bookmark it right in.
That's right, Barry. It's a good way to have the pattern go up the wall, book match it, and it really can be impressive.
And something a little more customized than just getting
Definitely.
tile, just tile. You know?
And you know, one of the best things about this is that you can always visit Rob in the beautiful showroom at the Indiana Design Center. Just go in and ask for Rob Santa Rosa.
That's right.
Ferguson is a great go-to store at the Indiana Design Center for all kinds of bathroom and lighting fixtures. And Barry, I know it's your go-to store for interior design.
It is my go-to store for plumbing and sinks and lighting and all this kind of great stuff.
I love this.
Isn't this great? Yeah, it's a look and a style. You know, it's a style this idea for a vessel sink.
Yeah, it very antique look, but still up to date. Right?
Up to date and very, very current.
So check out Ferguson at the Indiana Design Center. We're mixing things up with one of the city's premier mixologists, Jason Faust of Late Harvest Kitchen. Welcome.
Thank you.
Jason, can you customize something for us?
I think I can. Start with some fresh ingredients. I've got a punch here for a nice celebration. Fresh cranberry, fresh pomegranate. Put in some blood oranges and grapefruit for some color. Aged rum, orange liqueur like Campari. There's some different ones you can buy.
What do you call that? What is that called?
I need a name.
Oh, how about a berry kicker?
Fantastic.
Yeah, a berry kicker.
A little bit of tea, fruit forward tea works well. It lightens it up a little bit.
And I love the color of it.
Beautiful colors. I just did a bedroom that color, Joni.
Yeah, I know. Barry never met a drink he didn't like. And I know you brought another really cool cocktail
Yeah,
for us, too.
I've got, again with fresh juices, I've got a combination of a fresh orange and pineapple.
Orange.
Now he's talking my language.
I've got some honey water, which is equal parts honey and water. A nice sweetener sweetener substitute.
So what does that do? Just take away the tart?
Yeah.
The tart of the fruit, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, now, Joni, we might want to name this one after you.
Oh,
Let's see, what do you
This
think,
is-
Jason? Joni.
Joni Spritz, let's say.
Joni Spritz.
I like
Joni
it.
Spritz. I
I'm
love
down with that.
Some fresh grapefruit.
Okay.
This is like the champagne cocktail,
And this
right?
No Let's Gin is a nice floral, fruit-forward gin that works well with this. And give it a nice shake.
Ah, very nice.
Well, the bar at Late Harvest is just beautiful, and you're there, right, all the time?
All the time.
So if I come in there for the berry punch or the Joni Spritz,
I'm
we're
going
going
to
to have
take
it, right?
Barry, why don't you get a little bit of the berry punch?
Okay.
You know, wait a minute. I think our crew might need to sample this. What
That's
do you
a good
guys?
idea.
Mike, are you thirsty? Yeah? Oh, wait. Ah, there you go. He's having a little bit of the Joni Spritzer this
We'll get some
morning.
good shots after that, right?
So you're going to be mixing things up at Late Harvest Kitchen. I guess people come in there, and who knows, maybe you could get your own drink crafted after your name. If
Not
Jason
everyone's
has
as
any.
lucky as us, Joni.
We're going to save some. We're going to be joining Mike Rocchio in just a bit. I think he's really going to like this punch. Look, Barry, we have a drink left from Jason Faust of Late Harvest Kitchen, and you know what?
We should give it to Mike.
We should give this to Mike
Thank you,
Rocchio
thank you.
of the Beckley Building Group.
Try this.
You've been a phenomenal host.
All of us coming in here,
Wonderful.
dragging things into your house, your beautiful house, I might add.
Oh, you're more than welcome anytime.
You have a lot of really, cool, unique amenities in this home.
Yeah, just little custom touches that make it a custom home. From the wine barrel ceiling in the entry to the speakeasy doors at the entry, to the golf room in the basement and the interior brick at the media bar.
And the barrel ceiling in the entry with this iron treatment that I think is really spectacular. And the lighting in this house is really, really pretty too.
And it's all about the lighting.
It's all about the lighting.
Yeah, we used incorporated some crystal into this house.
Yes.
Crystal and fabric and other items that you guys have walked around and seen.
It's just a really good example of, crossing over lines with all kinds of textures, metal finishes, paint finishes, stone. It's a very earthy house, which I like.
And we were talking earlier, even if you're an executive and let's say you want to entertain, but you still have family, you want a home that feels like a home. This feels like that.
Right, from the main floor two-tiered office, so if you do work from home as an executive, or even if you're just doing some late night paperwork, to the little mom's office area, plus the 5 bedrooms in the home, plus all the entertaining areas. It's really multifunctional for a family.
It's really pleasant, and I love being here, don't you?
I know, you know
I
what?
feel really good in this house.
I think there are, 6,700 square feet in this home?
Yes, 67 finished square feet.
I think that we might have enough room if we decided we wanted to move in.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll look
I don't
around
know.
for sure.
You may have more shoes than me, though. I don't know. He's a shoe fanatic, so.
There's plenty of closet space.
And the grounds are beautiful, too. The backyard here is beautiful, the deck.
Yes, absolutely. Nice big windows on the back of the house, huge backyard, trees, a creek, deer walk by every day if you like looking at some wildlife.
Definitely.
Well, it's a great place to be.
It is. You know what?
I would come back.
Thank you so much. We're going to give that to you.
Thank you.
Cheers to Mike Rocchio of the Beckley Building Group. And Barry, we've had a lot of fun today customizing and building. And you know what? We should do it again next week.
Let's do.
So we'll see you next week on Design Your Life.
Style with Barry and Joni.
Promotional consideration and special thanks to our style pros Jeff Gobby Home Furnishings, and Mike Rocchio of the Beckley Building Group. Join us next week at 1:30 right here on RTV6, and be sure to check out the website stylewithbarryandjoni.com, where we're styling 24/7, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The outtakes of Barry are the best.